A little trouble with control and with the strike zone, but no issue when it comes to the velocity and the stuff that he delivers.
Yeah, last game he was really just showing off. He just had his fastball really working, moving his off-speed pitch in and out, using it greatly. When he had to miss, he made a good miss. He was just really on his game last Wednesday, and was just really killing it.
And because McCloskey and the pitching staff for Pennsbury has gone so deep as starters, their rotation is pretty much set up. Today is a special event. Not only we have the baseball game, but it's also a coaches versus cancer event. And I want to thank Gus Barber. Always does great work for us, and did a little magic as he was able to get the QR code for today's event. You can click onto that QR code and make a donation to strike out sarcoma and to battle cancer. And we are about to embark on some pre-game activities as Coach Pacey now has the mic. And
ladies and gentlemen, is this loud enough?
Crank it up, Coach.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming out to our Coaches versus Cancer Strikeout Sarcoma game. For those of you that don't know, our senior first baseman, Sam Lebrecht, was diagnosed with synovial sarcoma in February, and he's currently playing through chemotherapy treatments right now. We're all here to show our appreciation, our support, and honor all the people, including Sam, who have been in our lives, who have been touched by cancer. Each of our players is going to come up one at a time. They're going to tell you who they're playing for, right? And again, there's so many people who've been in our lives, so many people that we're all related to, including Sam, as well as, relatives, friends, teammates, teachers, etc. We want you guys to understand we appreciate everything you're doing. We are here to raise money, right? We are not raising money for us. We are raising money for Coaches versus Cancer and American Cancer Society and Hope at Bat. There are QR codes on both ends of the dugout. There's a QR code over here if you just want to donate directly to Coaches versus Cancer. If you want to purchase a shirt or a wristband, you can come over here to the white tent and you can purchase that. All the money that we raise today is going to Coaches versus Cancer. We don't take a dime. So first up, James Schaefer, here we go. I'm just going to hand to the next guy. You should yell into it.
James Schaefer, I'm playing for Ed Chris.
You don't have to say that. Go to the line, go to the line.
I'm playing for my grandfather Nathan.
We got to speak loud into it. It's not me.
I'm playing for my Uncle Philip.
Joe Tiroli
I'm playing for my grandmother Judith.
working through the Pennsbury lineup. LJ Nelson,
My grandpa Jake.
Jordan,
I'm playing for my grandfather Bob.
Playing for my grandma Rosa.
Do you have your speaker for the anthem?
I'm playing for my grandfather Bob.
and there is Sam Lebrecht with the microphone.
I'm playing for my grandmother, Darlene.
Tyler playing for
Playing for my
Darlene.
grandma Anna.
Speak up into the microphone.
I'm playing for my great grandma, Ruth.
I'm playing for my grandfather Joe.
I'm playing for my grandma Mary. I'm playing for my grandpa Kevin. I'm playing for my grandfather Doug.
I'm playing for my Aunt Phyllis.
I'm playing for my Uncle John. I'm playing for my grandpa Joe.
I'm playing for my grandmom Karen.
I'm playing for my mom Karen.
I'm playing for my Uncle Ken.
I'm playing for my grandma Carol.
I'm playing for my Uncle John.
I'm playing for my Uncle Eddie.
Guys, I want to thank you all for being here today. Like I said, QR codes on both ends of the dugout, selling shirts and wristbands over here. We are going to ask Neshaminy to come join us on the line for our national anthem. We don't have a flag, but we can stare at Nation 9. It is Small Business Week as well.
All right, and as they honor America with the playing of our national anthem, we're going to step aside briefly, come back with the first pitch of today's game on the WBCB Sports Network, the Falcons hosting the Skins of Neshaminy.
From Philadelphia to the Lehigh Valley and everywhere in between, for 150 years, Penn Community Bank has been a part of your neighborhood. Helping businesses start, supporting families as they grow, and staying connected to the people and places that make this region special. It's who we are and where we're from. Penn Community Bank. Here we are, and here we grow.
During the Toyota Ready, Set, Go sales event, just imagine yourself in a new Toyota. Whatever you need, from an electric vehicle to a rugged, versatile truck, we have new Toyotas on the ground for immediate delivery. Or choose from over 100 certified used options, which undergo a rigorous inspection and include an amazing warranty. Plus service centers that can save you time and money and keep you on the road. So let's go to Team Toyota this spring. Just visit teamtoyota.net to find a location near you.
1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
All right, ready to play ball from Fairless Hills, Pennsylvania. The Pennsbury Falcons and Neshaminy Skins set for some high school baseball. And we'll take a look at starting lineups. First, for the home team, the Falcons going with James Schaefer at second base. He'll be leading off for them. Ryan Zuckerman playing shortstop, bats second, with Joe Tiroli at third base, batting third. L.J. Nelson in the cleanup spot and playing right field today. Jordan Zerniak hits fifth and is the DH. He hits for pitcher Keller Bradley. Charlie Cordisco in center field is hitting in the sixth spot, with Jackson Freeman batting seventh, and in left field, Sam Lebrecq at first base bats eighth today, and Tyler Baraski doing the catching, and he'll bat ninth for Joe Pacey's Falcons, coming in at 11-3 and coming off of a 5-0 win over CB South, and they are about to take the field. Hosting Neshaminy today, the Redskins, winners of 6 straight, so they're riding a win streak into this one. And leading off today, playing center field for the Skins, it's Anthony Trommer. Trommer will be followed by Rob Del Bueno. Del Bueno batting second and playing second base. In left field today for Neshaminy, Joel Bonner. He bats third with Jake Kozlowski in the cleanup spot, and he's doing the designated hitting role for them. Batting for Ryan Fox today, he'll be on the mound for Neshaminy. Luke Hardnock plays third base, and he'll bat fifth. Robert Harrison doing the catching, bats sixth. Mike Amheim is in right field. He will bat seventh, with Brandon Law, the freshman, at first base, hitting eighth. And Michael Morrow, one of the team captains, rounding out the starting lineup for Neshaminy. He hits ninth and will play shortstop today for the Skins. Falcons set to take the field, and we get you closer to the first pitch here in the McCaffrey's game of the day. And Jordan, Neshaminy red hot on that win streak, and they've had some success over the recent couple of years as well. This is a program which has won a couple of titles recently.
Yeah, they've won 2 of the last 3 division titles. Had a bit of a down year last year, finishing at 11-9 and 8-6 in the conference, but no doubt they've been playing up to their standards this year. They've already eclipsed their win total from all of last year and matched their win total in conference play so far. So they've been clicking on all cylinders so far, and they got to bring it in here because they're facing a tough Pennsbury team.
You know, one of the things that we heard from Coach Pacey, talked about missing an edge, Gus, after that CB South game. It seemed like they played a pretty good brand of baseball. I guess when you get a shutout from your starter, that will cover up a lot of little mistakes, and Coach Pacey, he never is satisfied. he's looking for like a perfect game every time out of his players.
Yeah, and he always knows what he expects from his players, and what he saw that game, he just didn't like. Even though they got the win, and it was an impressive pitching performance by McCloskey. Offensively, they could have done a little bit better and done more. They left some guys out there. There were some mental mistakes on that end. So really, you just got to turn things around and tighten things up, and especially in a game like today against Neshaminy, one of your bitter rivals.
Well, it is the rivalry, also the Coaches versus Cancer event. Sam Lebrecht getting his warm-ups in at first base along with the Pennsbury infield. And as we go through the game, we'll flash that QR code up on the screen every once in a while, allowing anybody with us to click through and to make a donation to help strike out sarcoma, battle cancer, a worthy cause, and a great game with a couple of top teams in Suburban 1 League Patriot Division as Keller Bradley meets with his teammates, and Anthony Trommer steps up to bat for Neshaminy, and Trommer has been on fire. He leads off, plays center field, batting better than .400, and leads the team with hits. Done a good job setting the table. As Keller Bradley winds and fires, and the first one is fouled straight back. Neshaminy coming in with some confidence. They come off a win against CB West and faced one of their top pitchers, and felt like if they could get the bats going against them, they could get it going against anybody, and that's well hit. Schaefer snares it, bounces it to Lebrecht in time to get Trommer.
What a play by both Schaefer and Lebrecht.
Yeah, beautiful all around on both ends there. And that's a great way to start out this game, knowing that the emotions are going to be high. Get the crowd into it early with a great diving stop. And you mentioned, Chris, that CB West game.
Yep.
Neshaminy was down 5-1 entering the sixth, and that ended up coming back, scoring 5 over the last 2 innings and getting a walk-off by Kozlowski, who we'll see a little later on.
Yeah, as you said, very different ways to get their last victory. Falcons doing it in shutout style, and Neshaminy needing to come from behind as Rob Del Bueno now up at the plate. He's hitting that better than a 350 clip and takes a strike from Keller Bradley. We've talked about the Pennsbury righty before. His fastball tops out about 88, 89 miles per hour. Kicks and fires, and the 1-1 is a bit wide for ball 2. Also has some nasty breaking stuff. And still just a youngster, 14 years old. He winds and fires and gets that one in there. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, that was a pretty loud pop for a 14-year-old. He can really sling that thing, man. Extra sharp, Cheddar.
Yeah, Tyler Baraski, his hand might be a little sore after that fastball. There comes the 2-2. That one was in there, spoiled by Del Bueno.
Yeah, so far all fastballs from Bradley, and I think that's going to the main key for him today is going to be how can he command his breaking stuff, because if you're able to keep this Neshaminy offense off balance by mixing in your pitches, he's going to have a really good day.
2-2, nasty looking breaking pitch there. And he gets the called strike. Del Bueno
I love that noise.
Strikes out. And there's 2 up, 2 down for Joel Bonner.
Yeah, right on cue. Breaks off a little front door slider there and gets Del Bueno looking.
So this top of the lineup has been doing damage for Neshaminy. Keller Bradley gets the first 2, and Joel Bonner now hitting better than 300 and has been on fire of late. Takes ball 1.
Yeah, Bonner had the hit to start the Neshaminy rally on Wednesday over CB West, launching a 2-run home run in the 6th inning to make it 5-3, and we know what happened from there.
That ball outside, ball 2. Bonner going 2 for 2 with 3 ribbies in Neshaminy's 11-2 win over Truman. Line drive handled by James Schaefer. Makes the catch, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Neshaminy retired in order in the top of the first. No runs, no hits, and nobody left on base. The Pennsbury Falcons coming to bat in the McCaffrey's game of the day. And we're scoreless so far. Today's game brought to you by DiLorenzo's Pizza, the Berg Pizza, just down the road on New Falls Road, and Tyler DiLorenzo, using the same recipes his great-grandparents did back in the 1940s in Trenton's famous Chambersburg section. And you can try the only original Trenton tomato pie at the Berg Pizza, DiLorenzo's Pizza. Also check out their gourmet pizzas like their mustard pie. They have fresh soups, great salads, hot sandwiches, homemade pasta dishes, and it's all served in a very safe, clean environment. Eat in, take out. They'll take care of you at DiLorenzo's, the Berg Pizza, 215-943-2605. That's 215-943-2605. And today is a special Coaches versus Cancer event. Pennsbury Falcon first baseman Sam Lebrecht had never heard of synovial sarcoma until he received his diagnosis back on February 7th. And he is still battling through chemotherapy and grinding out this high school baseball season with his teammates. And Lebrecht has taken a practical, a positive approach. And his mindset has been something that has been, he's been able to pass that positivity to his teammates. And maybe that's one of the things that has helped this team be so successful this year, Jordan. If you're dealing with something as serious as sarcoma, playing a game like this becomes, I don't know, maybe even a little bit more fun, a distraction, all of that stuff. You know, if you're not taking it as seriously, you can relax and maybe play a little bit better baseball.
Yeah, and his teammates and his coach have really just raved about how he's handled this situation. Obviously, a tough situation, kind of just unimaginable what he's going through. He's yet to miss a game because of his chemotherapy. I believe he's been through 3 rounds, with the last round set for June. So he's been battling through that and battling through the season, and his teammates have just had nothing but positive things to say about it.
I mean, he even moved one of the chemo treatments. They typically are done 3 weeks apart, but Lebrecht said, you know, I want to move the second round back a week in order to make that Myrtle Beach trip with this Pennsbury Falcon team to start the season. And so a special Coaches versus Cancer get-together today, as James Schaefer up to bat. Takes strike one from Ryan Fox.
Schaefer made a couple of nice plays in the field in the top half of the inning, and now what do you know? He gets to lead off the bottom half.
Schaefer with Zuckerman and Tiroli to follow in the bottom of the first. The 0-1. Bounced back to the mound. Fox gloves it and runs it over to first, then flips it to Lal to get Schaefer for the first out.
I'll tell you what, that breaking pitch was left up in the zone. Schaefer, maybe it might have been a little bit too high for Schaefer to be able to do anything powerful with it, but definitely something that we're gonna have to watch out for here. Fox, little trouble with the breaking pitch there for his first one. Maybe a little bit of a feeling out process to start the game for him. We'll just see how he settles in.
Now the righty ready to work to Ryan Zuckerman. Zuckerman takes a curveball. Not sure where that one missed, but called ball one.
It didn't miss. It was a strike. He just didn't call it.
I mean, what do you think about that, Gus, when one of your teammates is dealing with such a serious situation, the 1-0 pitch coming into Zuck, ball two. I don't know, I think it can take some of the pressure off of performing, puts everything in perspective.
Without a doubt, you really put into your head like what life is really about, and then you think about baseball and you're like, wow, this is like nothing really compared to what he's going with.
2-0 pitch. Strike one to Zuckerman. Ryan Fox comes with a fastball, a slider, a change, and gets strike 2. Fastball catches the outside corner.
Yeah, so far making a concerted effort to pitch Zuckerman away, because we know that if he gets something on the inside part of the plate, he can turn and burn.
A lot of power in his bat. The 2-2 comes in, and that is driven.
Just like that.
Deep to left center field, and gone.
He
Home
got something
run.
on the inside part of the plate there and did not miss it. Was able to pull his hands in real nicely and launch it to the deepest part of this ballpark.
A solo shot for shortstop. Ryan Zuckerman gives the Pennsbury Falcons a 1-0 lead. He takes Ryan Fox deep to left center field.
You know what that is, Chris? Our Di Lorenzo's dinger of the day, baby.
Absolutely. Di Lorenzo's, the Berg Pizza just down the street, helping to make today's game possible on WBCB. And no doubt about that, Di Lorenzo's dinger.
See the bat flip and the celebration down first, too? Hyping up his bench.
Comes
Flexing
across.
on him.
Stomps on home plate.
What a way to start this game.
So with 1 down, nobody on, here's Joe Tiroli. Falcons up 1-0 after that blast.
And so far the Falcons coming out with that edge that Coach Pacey had mentioned.
It went right out there by the Grace construction sign. Ball low and away to Tiroli. 2-0 count to the Pennsbury third baseman.
I can't wait to watch that back later. Oh my gosh. Just the dinger itself and then the celebration, the bat flip, that was, whew.
And from our angle, you see that it just exploded off the bat.
You could see the perfect flight from here.
The 2-0. Ground ball. Hard knock has it at third, throws across to get Tiroli. That's out number 2. Nobody on, and LJ Nelson steps up to bat.
Good bounce back by Ryan Fox after giving up the home run, able to force weak contact and get the second out.
Falcons get an early run here. They scored 4 runs in the 4th inning of their win over CB South. Nice breaking pitch from Fox in there for strike 1 to Nelson.
Yeah, they did that big inning on Wednesday with a bunch of small ball. I believe 5 singles and a walk leading to those 4 runs. And so far here, the power on display a little bit.
The 0-1 from Fox. LJ will lay the bunt down. It's a good one, and he legs it up to first in time to reach safely.
Not often you see your cleanup hitter lay down a bunt, but that was a beauty. Placed it right in between, in that Bermuda triangle between catcher, third, and home, and just no chance.
So that brings up designated hitter Jordan Zerniak with 1 down, 1 on here in the bottom of the 1st. Mentioned Neshaminy coming in with a 6-game winning streak. Pennsbury has won 4 of 5, 6 of 8. And the winner today will be poised to control their own destiny when it comes to a league championship. Up and into Zerniak, ball 1. Fox is ready, checks the runner a few times. The 1-0 up high. Defensively for Neshaminy, you got Lahl at first, Del Bueno at second, with Morrow at shortstop and Hardknock at third. Bonner, Trommer, and Amhein in the outfield from left to right. Harrison doing the catching as Fox delivers down low to Zerniak. Zerniak in front, 3-0 count. Fox Fox winds, gets that one in there. Looked like Zerniak taking all the way, trying to work his way on. Cordisco waiting on deck for the Falcons. Hitters count for Zerniak. Fox delivers the 3-1, and it's sliced foul over into the parking lot.
Please don't hit my car.
Did you park over there, Jordan?
Yeah, I think I was a little over to the left, though, from where that ball was. I tried to park far away.
Classic rookie mistake. Parking in the foul ball territory. Gus and I were parked like all the way in the corner.
Oh, yeah. I'm deep in the corner. We park near each other. We're smart.
They can't get us. Before the payoff pitch, they nearly pick off Nelson, but he's able to dive back to the bag in time.
Man, they had him leaning out there. I guess the tag just didn't get down in time because they looked like they had him retired.
Yeah, he was leaning to second. Fox ready again, the 3-2, the runner is off, it's up high, ball 4. So Zerniak to first, Nelson at second for center fielder Charlie Cordisco.
I just got a text from my mom about the car. That was a joke, by the way. I'm parked a far enough distance away, so we're good.
Hey, wanted to mention, Gus, today that WBCB Sports Now, we're doing our thing on YouTube as the first one comes into Cordisco, and I'm not technically savvy as you are.
So it's a new era in WBCB Sports. We're now on YouTube. You can look us up, subscribe, hit that notification button, so anytime we go live, you can be notified anytime we got a game. And, yeah, it's like we said, it's a new era for WBCB Sports.
Fox ready at the chest and ready to go. The 1-0 pitch outside. And still people can see some of the stuff we're doing on Facebook and on live stream.
So our YouTube link will be posted on Facebook. Whenever you click it, it'll just take us right. It'll take you right to our YouTube. We're still on live stream, but you know, YouTube's a little bit more easier for a lot of people than Facebook. So trying to make the user friendly.
Yeah. Well, that's great. People can subscribe and find out and get the notifications and stuff like that.
Yeah, so anytime we go live with a game like we are right now, they'll be notified. I'll tell you what, I'm always on YouTube. I use YouTube more than I think any streaming platform.
It's something I've utilized for music more than anything else of late, but
that's how I watch my golf YouTube.
3-0 pitch here coming into Cordisco. Fox gets that one in there, 3-1. So again, the Falcons with a hitter's count. Cordisco, see if he likes this one. The 3-1 in there, but it's up high.
Close pitch
and
there.
Ball 4.
Yeah, now back-to-back walks loads them up. And a chance for Pennsbury to hang a crooked number here in the first.
Sets things up for Jackson Freeman. Ryan Fox tries to work his way out of some trouble. Already given up a solo homer to Ryan Zuckerman. Called strike to Freeman. Well, this is great. I feel like there's a few more people here at Vic Napolitano Field this afternoon. And, of course, you get a great matchup between Neshaminy and Pennsbury. The rivalry is back again. The 0-1 up high. Whoa, hit him.
He doesn't use that helmet for an accessory. You better use it if you're going to use it.
Well, it allows the Pennsbury Falcons to bring a run in. Freeman hit by the pitch.
That makes sense. If you're going to use the helmet, might as well use it in that way. It's a brain twister. You got to think about it.
Yeah, fortunately, he looks no worse for wear out there at first because, I mean, I'm sure that was painful. He'll take the RBI, but
it was an off-speed pitch. He barely felt it.
Yeah,
If you want any pitch to hit you in the head, it's an off-speed curveball.
Yeah, it did seem like that grazed off of his head. All right, so now you got Sam Lebrecht up to bat, bases loaded for the Pennsbury Falcons. Already 2 runs across in the bottom of the first, and Lebrecht takes it down low.
Wind picking up a little bit here. Oh. Why'd you
Clouds
have
are
to point that
rolling
out,
in.
Jordan?
The clouds are rolling in.
Today we endeavor to strike out Sarcoma, and Lebrecht at bat looking at a 1-0 pitch. Down low in the dirt, skips away from the catcher, and Zerniak will slide head first for the 3rd run of the inning. And the Falcons now up 3-0. Cordisco to 3rd, Freeman to 2nd. So 2 in scoring position, and a 2-0 count at the plate for Lebrecht.
Zerniak had a beautiful jump there.
They got a good read. I didn't think off the bounce, I didn't think that was going to be far enough to be able to score him. But yeah, like you said, Gus, just a great read and kind of scored pretty easily.
Oh, and I apologize. I put Freeman up at second base, but he still stays at first.
I don't know why he didn't go.
Got
Maybe.
some a reliever maybe starting to warm up for Neshaminy. The 2-0 to Lebrecht in there for a strike.
Yeah, that reliever looks like Steve Martin, who pitched 4 scoreless innings in that win over Truman yesterday.
Lebrecht battling synovial sarcoma, and one of the things so inspiring, he said, it's very easy to be optimistic. I'm trying to live my life as normal as I can. I'm still able to play baseball and still in school. And he said, I think I'm doing pretty well. As the runner goes and tug out is Freeman. He was trying to steal second, but didn't really sprint down there, and he's tug out for the 3rd out. So the Pennsbury Falcons, they do get 3 runs. They lead at 3-0 in the McCaffrey's game of the day. A solo homer got them started with Ryan Zuckerman, and then L.J. Nelson and Jordan Zerniak both able to cross the plate. Falcons up 3-0 after 1. It's the McCaffrey's game of the day on the WBC.